Hello guys, hope you're doing good. In this video we are going to install the Kubernetes cluster on CentOS 8 machine. So I'm going to do this on virtual machine. So let's boot the CentOS 8 ISO file using CD or USB drive. If you don't know how to install CentOS 8 using USB or ISO file, you can find a video tutorial on our channel. So the operating system is now starting up. Now select the language, click on continue button. Now select the installation destination, select your hard disk, click on save. Now the partitions has been created on your selected hard disk. Now you can also set the date and time. Select your time zone from the drop down menus. Find your city and region from the drop down list and click on save button. Now you can set your network IP and host name from here. Turn on the Ethernet and click on configure button. Now you can set up your network. There are multiple options here. You can set the device name as well as you can set up your IP settings. Click on add button and type your manual IP address. If you have a DHCP server, you can select the automatic DHCP from above method option. Now the network has been configured. You can set your machine host name in this tab. Type the desired host name. Click on apply button and then click on save button. Now you can select the type of installation. If you are going to set up the machine as server, you can select the pre-installed packages from here. I am going with minimal install. In minimal installation, the operating system will install all the basic packages. If you select a server variant, you can also select the required packages. From here you can set the root password of your operating system. type the password in both tabs. You can also create a non-root user from this option. First of all, type the full name, then type the username, then type the password in both tabs. Now click on save button. As you can see, the installation is in progress. Let's wait for the installation to complete. Then we are going to install the Kubernetes cluster. Now click on reboot button. The installation has been almost completed. Let's wait for the machine to boot. Remove the installation disk if you are getting again the installation menu. I am doing this on virtual machine. Now it's starting the operating system. I have installed the minimal server, that's why it's not showing the graphic user interface. It's only configured to provide a command line interface. So the server is ready. Now you can SSH to your server using the configured IP and credentials. So I have logged in to the same machine and going to install the required packages for Kubernetes cluster. So the yum is not working. We need to do some configurations to make the yum work. First of all, check the internet is working or not. So in my case, internet is working. Make sure the machine is upgraded to the latest packages. So let's upgrade. Again, DNF upgrade is not working. It's showing some error. Let's fix this error first. You need to configure your yum repositories. As you can see, it's working now. I think there was some issue in yum repositories. Now it's upgrading the packages. Now let's get back to the installation, Kubernetes installation. First of all, turn off your SC Linux firewall using this command. Guys, you can find those commands in the description of this video. I am also posting the installation guide URL in the description of this video, so you can open the installation guide and just copy and paste those commands. It's upgrading the packages. These are the requirements of both master and worker nodes. As you know, Kubernetes cluster consists of one master node and multiple worker nodes. So the upgrade has been completed. Now let's turn off the SE Linux firewall using this command. As you can see, the firewall has been disabled. Now add the VRNet filter. Now add the firewall ports. Configure the firewall D using these commands. Now add the some configurations to sysctl.conf. It's not accepting. Let's add these configurations manually. Just vi and create a new file and add these two lines. Now load these configurations using this command. As you can see, the configurations has been added. Now you need to turn off the swap memory because Kubernetes don't work with the swap memory. Let's remove the swap memory using this command. So the swap has been offloaded. Now remove the swap configurations from etcfstab file. Just comment this line so the swap will not be turned on at the time of system reboot or startup. Now install the Docker on master and worker nodes. First of all, add the Docker registry using this command. Now install the Docker, install the container IO, which is the basic dependency of Docker package. Now install the Docker package using this command, dnf install docker -ce. Exactly copy and paste this command. Now it's installing the Docker and all required dependencies. Once the installation has been completed, we need to start the Docker service using systemctl command. Now start the Docker and enable the service to auto start at the time of system boot. Let's check the status of Docker. It's active and running. Docker PS, check for the Docker processes. Docker image ls, it will show you the Docker local images. Now configure Docker to use the C group driver. You need to add this configurations to etc docker daemon.jsn file. As you can see, the information has been added. Now restart the Docker to load these configurations. Now check again the status of Docker. It's active and running. You can check the Docker version using this command. You can also look for the Docker images. Now let's install the Kubernetes on master node using this repository. You need to create a new file and add the Kubernetes repository in this file. Now again check for upgrades. Now install the Kubernetes packages using this command. Now enable and start the kubelet service. Check the status. It's not running because we need to configure the Kubernetes cluster first to make it work. Now let's configure the Kubernetes master node. We need to pull the Kubernetes images. Use this command to pull the Kubernetes images. It's showing some errors. Container.io is not running. So let's go to this configuration file and comment this line and restart the container.io. Now again try this command. It's now pulling the required images for Kubernetes cluster. Once it's done, you need to allow these ports in your firewall to make the Kubernetes cluster accessible from outside. Now the required images has been pulled. Now allow those ports. Reload the firewall. Now you can execute these firewalls commands to allow your worker nodes to connect the Kubernetes cluster. Add your local network address here. My firewall is not running, that's why it's showing the warnings in red color. You can also execute these commands if your firewall is running. I have disabled the firewall because my local area network is secure. At the last, reload the firewall. Now you need to initialize your Kubernetes cluster with the desired network range. You need to again define your local area network subnet and initialize the Kubernetes cluster. So the cluster has been initialized. You need to copy the join token, execute these commands to export the Kubernetes configurations. This is the Kubernetes join token used on worker nodes to connect with the master node. Copy and paste this token to any text file for future use. I have stored this token in text file. We already executed those commands. So you need to apply a Calico network in Kubernetes cluster. It will be used for network management. You can check the status of your node using this command. Your node is not ready because network has not been configured yet. So let's apply the weave network. You can use this command to apply the weave network. It's also not working. So the weave network has been applied successfully. Now you can see the status of your master node has been switched to ready state now. So the master node has been ready. If you are going to use only master node, you can taint this node to run the pods on master node. Normally Kubernetes don't run the pods on master node. It deploy the pods on worker nodes. If you want to allow the master node to run the pods, you can execute above taint command. So now let's connect to my worker node and let's configure the worker node. It's my worker node. It's also a fresh installed CentOS 8 machine. We need to install the Docker and Kubernetes packages initially to make it ready as a worker node. So let's ping the master node from worker node. It's accessible. Ping the worker node from master node. It's also accessible. Now let's install the Docker and Kubernetes packages as same we did on master node. Let's install the Docker and Kubernetes packages on worker node as well. Make sure the swap memory is removed from worker node as well. Now add the repository. Install the container.io package. Again, it's also a fresh machine. You need to fix the yum error using these commands. It may not be required in your case, as I have used the old CentOS 8 image. If you are using the latest CentOS 8 image, you will not face any error regarding yum repositories. If you face any error, you can Google that error and find a fix for your yum repository packages. Now let's install the container.io package. install the Docker packages as same we did on master node. The master node is on ready state. Now install the Docker package. Start the service and check the status of Docker. Enable the Docker service. Check the status of service. Now add the C group driver configurations. Restart the Docker to load the configurations. Check the status of Docker. Now install the Kubernetes packages on your worker node using this repository. Install the Kubernetes packages. Now enable and start the service. Now we need to join the worker node using the join command. Let's copy the command from master node. Execute the join command with token on worker node. Please make sure to execute the join command on worker node only. Now it's showing some errors, same errors regarding container.io. Now let's fix the container.io. We need to comment the configuration line as same we did in master node. Comment this line and restart the container.io. It's active and running. Let's execute the join command again. As you can see, that error disappeared and it's now joining the master node. So the worker successfully joined the master node. Now it's showing us the command to check the status of worker node. Let's execute this command on master node. kubectl get nodes. As you can see, now there are two nodes. First one is master node, second one is worker node. So you can add the multiple worker nodes in this Kubernetes cluster. You can add 4 or 5 worker nodes depending upon the load of your applications. It will automatically schedule the pods, the number of pods, and divide them on multiple worker nodes and automatically load balance your application using the multiple deployed containers on different worker nodes. You can also describe any node. It will show you the status of that node. It will show you all the stats of that relevant node using describe command. You can check for errors and status of hardware resources and different monitoring events you can find here in describe command. As you can see, the disk space is not sufficient enough. That's why it's showing the event regarding disk space. Now you can get the active and running pods using this command. It will show you the all the pods running on master as well as worker nodes. Some of management pods like Kubernetes default pods must be running on master and worker both nodes. As you can see, the different pods running on both nodes. Now you can also deploy the dashboard using this command. As you can see, the dashboard pod has been started. Now create the dashboard account, admin account. Now create the cluster role binding. Now change the dashboard port from cluster IP to node port so that you can easily access the dashboard on LAN network. Save the file. Now use this command to get the TCP IP of dashboard. Here is the TCP port of your dashboard. Now the dashboard pods are running now. Now use this command to get the TTL token. Now change the add this configurations to apply the TTL unlimited. So once you log into the dashboard, you will not be automatically logged out after few minutes. So you are going to set the TTL to 0. So your session will not expire. Now use this command to get the credentials of your dashboard authentication. Now access the dashboard. So guys, here is the dashboard of your Kubernetes cluster. Now you can use this command to get the secret token of your dashboard. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I think this tutorial is good enough to easily understand the installation of Kubernetes cluster with one master node and one worker node. Very easily you can follow this tutorial and set up your Kubernetes cluster. Kindly hit on like and subscribe button to follow us for further related updates. Take care. Goodbye.